Hello, how's it going? I hope you are doing well. Today's video is going to be that long-awaited one, which I feel like I've filmed quite a few times, up around, you know, the double-digit numbers, so, you know, it feels like everything goes wrong, so hopefully, fingers crossed, touch wood, nothing goes wrong with this one. Today's video is going to be probably the most requested video I have ever been asked to make, and as you bloody titles give away everything, it's my hair, all about my hair. So I'll give you a quick rundown, the brief history of my hair. I've been growing it for probably around the 6.5, 7 year mark. Previous to me deciding to grow my hair, I had cut all of it off in a fit of complete mental breakdown when I had postnatal depression. After I overcame postnatal depression, I decided I want long hair again, and it had been many years since I had long hair. Through most of high school, I was the experimenter with my hairstyles, so lots of bleaching, lots of colors, lots of cutting, shaving, all kinds of things, dreads with my hair, and, you know, that probably seems like a completely different person to who I am these days, in the fact that I haven't changed my hair color or the style much over the last 5 years maybe, except for cutting a fringe, but I'm growing it out now because I've decided I want to do something else with my hair, and when my fringe is grown out a bit more, I will do that. So that will be a major change for me as well, but that's still probably about a year away. The first year I was growing out my hair, I spent it with my natural color, which is blonde. I'm naturally probably a light to medium ash blonde, probably in between ash and golden, because it does have areas of more of a golden hue, but then it also has that kind of ashy aspect to it as well. After a while, I spent a couple, maybe 1.5 years, spending, you know, bleaching and dyeing my hair funky colors again, and then I've decided, you know, for the last 5 years, black, solid black, that's all I've done, well, blue black. Also, my hair is somewhat naturally curly and thicker and frizzy. I have hair that could be considered quite thick for Northern Europeans. I know there are a lot of Northern Europeans who have thick, frizzy, curly hair, but there's also the juxtaposition of the dead straight, fine hair, which I actually thoroughly wish I had, but I don't. My hair is kind of caught in between a middle ground, a weird middle ground of curly and wavy. That's because of the length. I will try and see if I can get some photos of my childhood with my, you know, ringlets and stuff. Curly hair. But as it starts to grow longer, it's curly, but it has, I don't know, a wavy kick to certain areas. I don't know, strange. But also my hair is incredibly frizzy. When I naturally dry my hair, so no, you know, heat tools or anything like that, I become the human triangle once I brush it out. Yeah, my hair doesn't like me, so I use a lot of frizz control products, so you will see those soon. When it comes to dyeing and coloring my hair, because I'm vegan, I use vegan-only hair dyes. Well, all the products I'm going to show you today are vegan. So what I do, because I buy all my hair dyes from health food stores, because they're the only ones that seem to sell like Nature Color, Nature Tint, all of that stuff, which are vegan, but they don't come in blue black. And blue black is the color I dye my hair. So what I do is I buy the black, and they're typically around 24 Australian dollars. They are pricey compared to the regular box dyes. I do my hair dyeing myself because hairdressers want to charge me around $300 because of the length of my hair, even though I only get touch-ups. Once a year I will do everything, but they want to charge me $300 for just a touch-up. Now I would understand that price if it was the whole length of my hair, but I don't understand when it's just my roots, and I dye my hair once every 4 to 6 weeks. So what I do to get the blue black is I add in either Arctic Fox Poseidon or Electric Blue by Manic Panic, just depending on which one is more accessible at the time. So I've got bottles of both of them, which I just mix into the dye, but I also mix in argan oil into the dye. I feel like it makes my hair softer after the dyeing process and just shinier in general. So I use the Davroe argan oil. Most of the products you'll see are from Davroe. They are a completely cruelty-free and vegan brand from Australia, so and they're amazing. I love their products. And like I said, I only dye the lengths of my hair once a year, maybe twice, if I feel like the color's getting quite faded, which this year especially I have had to do that because I did swap over to Nature Tint, and I feel like Nature Tint just isn't quite as good as one of the old ones that I used to use, but my local health food store did discontinue that product, unfortunately, and it costs about $40 to get it shipped in, so I just deal with it. With basic care, so my daily and weekly hair care routine is I'll go through weekly first. So with hair washing, I wash my hair once a week. I know that may sound grotty, but I have reasonably dry, frizzy hair, and I don't get quite oily on my scalp, and I don't sweat that often when I go to the gym or go for a run or something, which I'm quite blessed in that way. If I do find that I do sweat, I will wash my hair a little bit more often, but typically I won't shampoo. I will rinse and then put a little bit of conditioner through and leave it as is, just because I don't want to remove the natural oils from my scalp and the roots. Natural oils are the best thing for your hair to keep it the strongest, the most nourished. It is what your body produces that is the absolute most nourishing for your hair. All these other products are just, they're like Soylent. It's enough to sustain the hair, but it's not as good as the real food thing. So what I do with these is I use Davroe, and I've been using these for nearly a year now, and I love their products. I'll keep using these to the absolute grave, or if they decided for some reason to not be cruelty-free. So I use the Moisture Scent series because I need moisture desperately in my hair. It's frizzy. I need more of it. Davroe has about 6 different series, so Moisture, Blonde, Volume, Anti-Dandruff, and a couple others. I can't remember, but these are the ones I use and absolutely swear by. So like I said, I'll only shampoo my hair once a week. No ifs, ands, or buts about that. I don't particularly like to shampoo my hair that often. But that's also why I go through about 1.5 bottles of conditioner to every bottle of shampoo that I go through, just because I do try to limit the amount of shampoo that I use. And also, every second time I wash my hair, I will put the Davroe Rebuilder through. This stuff is a freaking amazing product. Your hair feels so incredible. It is a treatment. My only qualm with this product, and I would use it more if it wasn't for this, is the fact that this bottle doesn't contain enough product that I feel. I do have much longer hair than the average population. I understand that. But this only gets me 2 treatments. That's why I only use it every second time I wash my hair. Because, yeah, for $20, I only get 2 treatments out of this. And I know that sounds absurd to be using that despite the cost. But once you use it, you just can't seem to go back to other treatments. This stuff is amazing, and it's scented with Kakadu plum, but Kakadu plum is also known for rejuvenation. It's an amazing fruit that grows here in Australia, and it smells freaking amazing as well, so it just adds to the benefits of this product. So this is a rebuilder, and it is a protein treatment, a vegan protein treatment, which is really hard to come by if you're a cruelty-free or vegan person trying to look for good hair care. I highly recommend this one. If you have long hair, please note this will not last long because, as I said, it's a root to tip treatment, and yeah, gone within a couple of uses, unfortunately. So after I get out of the shower and I don't, do the whole scrubby dub towel drying, I don't know, it's bad for your hair. It can create more knotting, it can create more splitting. Your hair's more fragile when it's wet. I don't brush my hair when it's wet, I refuse to, I wait till it's dried. But while it's still wet, I will throw this through it, and this is a reasonably new product to me. I've been using this only for a couple of months, so probably like 3 months actually. And this is the Juuce Instant Rehab instant treatment to revive, repair, and reconstruct hair. And at the bottom here, as you can see, it is sulfate and paraben free and vegan friendly. Juuce is a completely cruelty-free brand, and 90% of their products are vegan. So if you go through their whole entire product catalog, most of them, you will note, are vegan. It tends to be only the protein and keratin lines that are not vegan friendly, and that is very consistent within the hair care industry. Now, before I start heat styling my hair when it's, because I usually hair dry it just because it will take hours, and also it gets so frizzy it becomes uncontrollable if I don't put this through and dry it in, because it works better if you dry it in. This is the Juuce After Midnight Smoothing Balm to tame curl, shine, and calm frizz. It does exactly that. Particularly the frizz part, it is the best product I have ever used for anti-frizz and frizz control. It also, when you use it on curls, it doesn't weigh down the curls. It smooths them and makes them feel shinier, but it just doesn't weigh them down, so that is an absolute bonus as well. This product also lasts a bloody long time. I've had this one for longer than the Revive Repair spray that I just showed you, and I've still got plenty of product in here. It's only down to about here, and I use this every time my hair is wet and I need to dry it, or it's at the semi-dry stage. I also put this through my hair if I'm going to work or something and I've just got a bit of extra frizz, like I'm styling my hair before I'm going to work. It's all dry, it's all styled, but there's a bit of extra frizz. I will just put about a 5-cent piece on my hand and just rub it through very lightly. It doesn't undo straightening. Again, another bloody great thing about this product, and it keeps the frizz down and under control, which is what I'm after in this particular kind of product. I do straighten my hair after I blow dry my hair, so because I prefer my hair to be straight, it's easier to maintain in this particular state, I've found, because my natural curls and all of that tend to get quite knotty. You finish brushing it and literally you could do nothing and it'll be knotty again somehow. So I use the Davroe Thermoprotect. I've been using this for as long as I've been using Davroe products. This was actually the first Davroe product I used, and I absolutely adore this stuff. Again, it smells great, and it works an absolute treat for the hair. With extra care and tips, this section is for other things you can do, or that I do for my hair, to ensure that it is in a better state or being protected during situations that I can't avoid. So sleeping. We all wake up with bedhead. It is horrible, and you wake up with an amazing amount of knots that you just can't explain are there. So one of the things that I have found that can help this is satin pillowcases. You can use silk, but obviously silk is an animal byproduct. I don't use it, so I use satin, and I sew my own satin pillowcases because I used to buy them, but I found because satin goes on sale at craft stores for like $2 a meter, it is so much cheaper, and I can make many more and just make my own. Pillowcases are incredibly easy to make. You can find patterns or little tutorials of them all over the internet. And I highly recommend you make your own, because that way you can actually get the color scheme you want for your bedding. And yeah, it does really help with the knotting. I know some people don't like the feel of satin materials, but I didn't either, but I've gotten used to it, and I think my hair thanks me for it. Well, obviously it doesn't, hair can't talk, but you know, if it could, I think it would. Another thing I do, also involving satin, is I only use satin scrunchies to tie up my hair. I know scrunchies can seem a little bit outdated. Unless I've braided my hair and only need a small hairband for the end, even then sometimes I will use scrunchies because it's better for my hair. It feels better, they slide out easier from the hair. Little to no chance of my hair catching on a satin scrunchie, and if it does, it's very, very easy. You just kind of roll it, and because scrunchies are quite large and bulky. Again, this is another thing you can make from home, incredibly easy. All you need is a little bit of elastic and tiny bits of satin offcuts. So if you're making satin pillowcases, the offcuts then make the scrunchies, which is very helpful, very cost effective, and great for your hair. If you want a tutorial on satin scrunchies, I will do that, because I love satin scrunchies because I like them. Another thing I do is just before I brush my hair every morning, I will use argan oil in the lower lengths. One, to add shine, because they're the parts that tend to dull quite quickly, but also because it allows a bit of lubrication for when you brush your hair. So you get less friction, less knots. The knots become untangled quite quickly, as opposed to not oiling up the hair. I love argan oil. I swear by it. I've been using it for so many years now. It is ridiculous. I go through bottles of these every year because I use these daily. Not just on myself, but also on my husband and his beard, and also on my daughter's hair. Most of these products I use on my daughter's hair too, because she wants to grow her hair quite long as well. So getting in early with the right care can ensure that your hair is long and healthy, and healthier than it otherwise would have been. Another thing I do, which I don't think this tip would apply to a lot of you, but just in case, when I'm on the motorbike, because I ride dirt bikes and also road bikes, I think I've posted about this before. Actually, one of my videos, I'm riding a motorbike. I'm riding my V-Star. And one thing, if you are familiar with bikes, you cannot escape the crap ton of knots that will occur. One thing to lower the amount of knots you have, especially from the helmet and also the wind blowing around in the lower lengths of the hair, is one, I use a satin head cap that I've also made. I use satin everywhere. I'm sorry. But also I braid my hair. I braid it into 2 braids, nice and tight, to reduce the amount of wind that gets in and twists the hair into these weird, unfathomable knots. Seriously, the one time I forgot to braid my hair when I went out on the road bike and we went down a highway, so 100 kilometers an hour, it took me 2 hours and nearly half a bottle of argan oil to undo those knots. And my husband and I were just sitting there picking out all the knots. I don't brush out knots. When I hit a knot, I will pick the knot up and then slowly pull the pieces out, so it doesn't, you know, tear the hair or rip hairs out of your scalp. That's just another method I use. And the final thing I do is I use the one brush, well, multiple of the same brush, the wet brush. This one's broken, but I still use it. This is the one I usually chuck in my handbag because obviously the handle's broken off, so more room in my handbag. This one was originally my daughter's, but once the handle snapped, she didn't want it anymore, so I bought her another one and I took this one. But I literally swear by Wet Brush, and I've never been sponsored by them. I've never had any affiliation with them. They don't know who I am. Neither does anybody, any of these companies in this video. But yeah, anyway, Wet Brush, I love these. I have about 6 of them. Most of them in the black. My daughter has one of the fancy designed ones that recently came out now because this one's handle broke. So that's 1, 2, 3, and then 3 black ones. So yeah, 6. And my husband uses one of their mini ones because he just brushes his beard. So that is all. We got through this, and hopefully, nothing goes wrong with this video. Again, touch wood, touch leg, touch mirror, touch everything. No, don't do that. That's bad. Every product I have mentioned in this video will be put in the description box down below because I love these products. And if you guys want to even know the name or check out these products or find something similar, if it's not available in your country, I want you to, because I swear by these products. These companies don't know who I am. They don't know I exist. I have no affiliation with them. I have no sponsorships with them and never have. So yeah, there's absolutely no ties to any of them. It's just genuine product loves. Everything, you know, everything I present on this channel that I love is a genuine love. But, you know, hair care companies are one of those ones that have always poached me. And you guys know that. I have been offered thousands of dollars from hair care companies to promote them because they see the length of my hair and they want me to say that it's because of their product. No, I don't do that shit. When I mention a hair care product, because hair care is one of those things I don't like to do brand deals with because they will claim my hair is from their product. No, it isn't. My hair is all my doing. I go through a rigorous routine daily to ensure my hair looks healthy and is in the best condition it can be. It is not because of one of these products. It is not because of a miracle damn treatment. It is because of a combination of products as well as my vigilance with my routine. So I'm just letting you guys know that it just bothers me sometimes when there are claims that one product magically made someone's hair beautiful. And that is also why you will never, ever, ever see me do a brand deal with a damn hair care vitamin. Oh man, they've come for me. Anyway, that is all for this video. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm so sorry it took me so long to make it. I just wanted everything to be absolutely perfect, and every time it wasn't, I just deleted the video because I didn't want to present anything less than as close to perfect as I possibly could present it and give you the best products in my mind. So I could, I don't know, just I want to help. So now that this video is over, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because I would love to have you here for every single video. Like this video if you liked this hair care routine, and if you want to see that satin scrunchies tutorial, comment that down below because I want to know if people are actually interested in satin scrunchies, or, you know, comment down below if scrunchies are just bloody lame. Also comment down below if there's something else you would like to see on this channel. And I hope you all, every single one of you, have an absolutely fantabulous day. Love you guys.